A lot of our video production work happens in interview environments where setup time is limited and every minute counts. The faster we can get through the basics, getting stands up, getting lights up, audio ready, modifiers on, the more time we have to make the fine adjustments that take an interview frame from good to great. This series is about building a production cart that allows us to spend less time setting up and more time making deliberate creative decisions. I want to be able to roll this cart on set and be up and shooting as fast as possible with everything we need. So I'm going to open this cart up, put it together, and go over why we chose the YaegerFLEX, how it will help us be faster and more efficient on set. If anyone wants to challenge us to a race, who can load in, get set up, break down, load out the fastest, you're on. All right, I can't wait anymore. I can't wait any longer. So we're gonna open it. There's a video by Justin Porter Media, which I'll link to, where he compares a bunch of different carts. Oh my God, it's wood in here. One of which is the Yaeger Pro, I believe, the really long one. And I really appreciate that comparison because it talks about how just like this one's a tank. It has more of a focus on heavy duty durability than like portability. And we're not going to be really taking our cart apart like ever. So it's going to roll in and out of the van in one piece. Yeah, it looks like this is the top shelf. There's lots of different options. We got the regular wheels, because they have wheels that can dovetail on and off. We got what they call the light duty middle shelf. Oh, there's a bolt. Not a huge fan of that. And there's a nut. One nut. Comes with nuts. Lots of nuts. Comes with lots of nuts. There's supposed to be middle shelf. I'm only counting 2 shelves. Let's see what's in this box. I don't think you can fit a shelf in here, but let's see if they fit a shelf in a box. Okay, bang. These are huge. For the handle. Okay, these are baby pins that go in the posts. One of the reasons we chose the Yaeger, because it has all these notches on the sides for integration with different modules. So this is a cable hanging hook that can slot anywhere on the sides, which is very useful, and we'll be using that for building modules in the future. All right, let's put the wheels on here. So this is our YaegerFLEX. It's 25 inches by 40 inches. Its rugged construction lends to a certain weightedness, which makes it heavy. It's heavy. It's a heavy cart. 2 baby pins slide into the posts, which will be great for mounting monitors or lights or even boom poles. I am pretty sure that most of it's stainless. I was testing out some cable management magnets all around and was kind of surprised that they didn't stick to any of the steel framing. As long as you have some basic machining or fabrication skills, you can attach anything you want to it, and that's why we chose it. We ordered it with a fold down side on the top shelf. When you do this, they reinforce it with this aluminum extrusion, which will be really handy for mounting things to You know, you can get the slide-in nuts that go in there. There's a whole ecosystem of aluminum extrusion parts, attachments, LED strips that slide right in there. This handle's great. It is a bit loose and rattly. It's just got this button in here, which locks it in. I really want it to be more rigid, so I'm going to probably just put a couple set screws in here, something just to get rid of that kind of loose wiggliness. You know, we'll work around it. The first thing we put on it is obviously a Robo cup, because not putting drinks on the top shelf is going to be the first rule and the most heavily enforced rule with our team. Having a place to put them other than the top shelf really facilitates that. Another accessory I put on right away was the Sachtler tripod Aktiv adapter disc thing, which is a super fast way to secure a Sachtler Aktiv head. They use it for sliders a lot, but on the cart it works really well. You could just mount a receiving plate for the camera itself onto the cart. What I like about being able to put the head on is that it provides a really nice rotating surface to build the camera on. You know, you can tilt it up and plug stuff in, move it around, which you wouldn't be able to do if you just hard mounted the camera onto the cart. Another bonus is that you can balance the head with the camera on it, which is super important. I think it's just easier to do on the cart. There's a whole bunch of pre-drilled holes underneath the carpet here on both the top and bottom shelves, so I didn't even have to drill a hole for it. We didn't get our middle shelf. We ordered this maybe 7-8 weeks ago, which is a long time, but it's made to order by Yaeger in California, so I'm not really upset about the timing. I'd read online that that's kind of how it goes. But to just not get the middle shelf, call and have them say, essentially, we're still designing it, is kind of a surprise. Again, it's not a big deal. We got most of the cart, but all the cart is really the ideal. And I do think it's helpful just to contextualize how this cart will be used. A large portion of our work is small crews, 2 to 4 people usually, coming in, doing interviews, B-roll. So we do all the audio, grip, gaffing, and camera all ourselves. So having a centralized place that we can roll in and use all those systems all at the same time is the goal. We also do a fair bit of Steadicam, really tilt-to-float is what we use. And that's just gonna be so much easier with a cart like this. Being able to mount and balance the tilt-to-float and our DJI gimbals are gonna make life so much easier. I've spent way too many hours crouched on the ground in a pile of Pelican cases. And also to have a really solid first AC station is going to make our workflow just so much faster and efficient, which is gonna make our work better too. In the next episode, I'll be taking this build a step further by integrating a power station in order to add even more flexibility to our on-site workflow.